ladies and gentlemen. My name's StepsBasic, and welcome back to my community show. Can't help but laugh. I try not to. I'm like, no, keep serious face, but then I laugh. Anyway, so today we have a fun little episode for you. Today we're talking about YouTube stuff, not addressing any of YouTube's nonsense right now because that's not what we're talking about today. We're talking about branding. And no, not in the cattle sense either, because ouch. But in a way, it is technically the same thing, except of course we're not burning our names into our flesh, which would just be silly. And ouch. No, today we're talking about creating yourself as a brand. So, this is a business thing. So if you don't really care about it, then you're more than welcome to click away. Ignore this. This is talking about business stuff and creating yourself, not just yourself, but your brand and everything, which is important to people who are building their YouTube channels like I am. And, well, basically any other sort of thing that you may be working on. So, branding. You may have noticed recently that I have changed the format of my thumbnails, where now instead of the pretty cool pictures that I used to do, now I have a border on them and I have my name, my logo, my channel name and my logo. And that's part and parcel to branding myself, because I learned over the, well, I think it's almost coming up on 2 years now of doing YouTube, that you really want to treat this like a business. You can't just treat it as a hobby if you expect it to be huge. And while I don't technically expect it to be huge, it is my job. And so I want to treat it like it is my job. And that's important. And I spend a lot of time working on my videos and my not just this channel, but my main channel and everything. And I work on them and I put all this effort into them, and I want to build it as a brand. I want to be the StepsBasic brand, which is important to me. I mean, you know, my name's not actually StepsBasic, obviously. And it's just a really cool title I came up with. You know, it's the StepsBasic brand. Really cool. StepsBasic Gaming. Hey, welcome to my channel. The first initial part of branding is to make it visible. You want to make sure people know when they look at your thumbnails or your videos or whatever, that they are looking at a StepsBasic product, i.e. my videos are from me. Now, of course, there's the obvious way you can do it. You can put your face in the thumbnail, which I do. One of my best thumbnails, best reception on my thumbnails was one of my alien isolation videos, where I had the face hugger jumping right at me like, and that was really cool. I like that. And I've been toying around with it a little bit, because at first I was just doing the little bearded avatar thing that I made in Paint in like 2 seconds. And sometimes it came out looking better than other times, but mostly it just looked like snot, which is kind of what I was going for, because I was going for the low resolution pixelated video game character, like what I've played throughout most of my life. And that was cool, and I still use it. I mean, you can see it in the branding on the end page, end card of my videos. Now, apart from that, I also got the beard thing, you know, going on. I always push that as everybody recognizes me as the dude with the beard and the little avatar. And that's what you want in a branding logo. You want recognizability. You want consistency. You want people to look at it and say, that's a StepsBasic product. It's important to do that, because then, like I said, you're visible. Apart from visibility, you want ease of understanding. As you can see, like with the border and everything I put on my video thumbnails, I think that obviously isn't singular to me. Other people do that as well, i.e. Beta Pixel. He's the one I first saw the idea on. I'm like, that's actually really smart. I like the border because it separates it from everybody else's videos who just have the standard thumbnail. And recognizability, I chose the blue background, the dark blue background, because, well, I like the color blue. It's not my favorite color, but I don't have a lot of options for a good green color. But blue is really good. And then, of course, you know, Good Mythical Morning, they've got their borders, and then they have their logo, Good Mythical Morning, down in the bottom corner like I do. Funny enough, I didn't see that before I decided to use that on mine. But I saw it and I'm like, they do it already. But it's a good idea, so I can't really fault them for making a good decision. Can't really fault me for making a good decision either. But it's very simple to recognize. Like I said, recognizability and simplicity. GMM, Good Mythical Morning. Everybody knows what that brand is because they're a big name. And just like that, I want my StepsBasic Gaming. Now, of course, simplicity-wise, I also changed it up a little bit. Like, you'll see, like, when you clicked on this video, you'll notice I did actually have a green border on my video. I'm not a big fan of that green border because it fades to black. But it's a good differentiation. Because when you click on this one, you know you're not watching a gaming video. You're watching a community show video, because the StepsBasic community shows have the green borders. And then I recently did the other one I did where I changed my live videos. They don't have the blue border either. Yeah, they have a purple border. And also, instead of StepsBasic Gaming in the corner, we have StepsBasic Live, because that will denote that it was a live stream. And that helped to build the brand up a little bit more. So you know I'm not just the one with the blue border, I'm also the one with the green border. And if you click on a green border, we're not watching a gaming video. And if you click on the purple border, you know it was a live stream. And everything that comes along with that, i.e. connection issues, me addressing the chat, and generally a longer format video. And that helps the viewers, helps y'all out there to understand what you're going to get into when you click on it. Now, apart from that, I know, like in the past, especially my old videos, I wasn't StepsBasic in those old videos, I was Stephen Phillips, because this was originally on my main channel where I go by my name. And over there, when I switched to this channel, because two different forms of content, and I didn't want people, you know, who watch my gaming videos regularly to be upset when I post a family vlog video, and vice versa. And so, you know, I split it two. That's why I have two channels. Two channels, two different styles of content, all fun, very enjoyable. But anyway, that was one part of branding, whereas you keep to your brand, i.e. StepsBasic Gaming is gaming content, whereas Phil's family content is family vlogs, challenges, games, and whatnot, but not gaming. That's a variety channel. This one's strictly gaming, and that's important to me. And that's important to your brand too, to stick to your script, to stick to your brand. Now, of course, like I was about to say, sticking to your brand, and I got a little sidetracked because I do that. There are instances like back then when I was known as Stephen Phillips, and like my most recent community show, which was complete deviation from my brand, where I addressed myself as my military title. But apart from that, for the most part, I stick strictly to gaming stuff. And in this case, like, it's a YouTube channel, YouTube gaming channel addressing branding, so it still works. You got to make it easy, recognizable, simple, and you got to stick to it. Because if you vary from your brand, then you're going to lose customers, you're going to lose subscribers, you're going to lose people who subscribe to you for that specific brand, i.e. I subscribe to StepsBasic Gaming. I didn't subscribe to Phil's family because I don't care about family vlog stuff. I find that stuff to be ridiculous. And or insert other reason why you don't enjoy family vlog stuff. And there could be various reasons. And that could be exactly why you subscribe to me here instead of there. Or both. You know, some people are subscribed to both. Because people have different tastes. And while yes, this channel is strictly gaming, and people with different tastes will come to this channel because they like gaming. People will go to my other channel because they like the variety of it. There's no real rhyme or reason to what I do over there. It's a variety show based solely on comedy and entertainment. Over here, I hope you're laughing. I hope you're entertained. I hope you learned some stuff, because I teach tips and tricks and trophy hunting now, and I still do the walkthroughs. That's my brand. That's StepsBasic brand. When you see StepsBasic, that's what you're gonna see. Why am I waving my hands like this? Stop. To go back to what I was originally talking about, like at the beginning of this episode, was work. Brands are not easy. Brands are businesses. And it's easy to jump onto a YouTube channel, just make videos, put them out there, have fun with it. It's very enjoyable. But eventually you're going to build yourself a brand. People are going to know you as that. Like Jacksepticeye, for instance. People watch him and they know who he is because of his brand, Jacksepticeye. People recognize his logo. People recognize his face. That is his brand. He knows who he is, and he built that. He didn't originally intend to make himself a big brand. It happened. If you're good enough at what you do, you will eventually build that brand. But maintaining that brand is important too. And that takes work. You can't just treat this like a hobby if you expect people to actually care about it as a brand. If you want people to care about it as a business, you're going to have to put work into it. Like, every one of my videos is at least a 2-hour long endeavor. Every one of my videos, from playing it to constructing it or formatting it to editing it to thumbnail to uploading it, is about 2 hours of work. Give or take, depending on the length of the video. I.e., my Life is Strange video that I put up recently was about 4 hours of work because it was a longer format video, and while I don't do a whole lot of editing, I still needed to do a bunch of other stuff, and the exporting took longer than it should have. But you need to know that that is what you're doing. Every time you put out a video, you are representing not only yourself, you are representing the game, and you are representing your brand. And that takes work. And it's easy to just throw things out there. It's easy to do that. But if you expect to see growth, if you expect to see things get better for your channel, you need to establish that brand. You need to work at that brand. Now, that's going to take investment from you. Not just time, but money. I.e., I needed to get the editing software. And while I was originally using the PlayStation's, the PlayStation's recording software, that sucked. I could only get 15 minutes at a time, and that meant I had to stop the recording, restart the recording, and fix the jump in between. So I got the Elgato card. Now, of course, I want to expand my brand because I'm not just a PlayStation player. While yes, that is a majority of what I play, I wanted to expand. Now I start doing mobile games. I do those on my phone because thankfully the iPhone finally released a recording thing, and I want to play on computer. That's where a lot more investment is going to come into because I need to build myself a computer. Or I could go out there and buy a gaming PC, but honestly it'd probably be cheaper to build it because they often charge a lot more for a lot less when you buy a PC. So you could get a $1,500 gaming rig, or you can spend that $1,500 on the parts and get a better rig. See, these are things you need to think about. Investments, investing in work, very important. It all essentially boils down to, do you want this brand? Do you want to be known from here ever forth as StepsBasic Gaming? Yes, I do. And that's where publicity comes in. This is where I sorely lack, because I generally live by a very laissez-faire mentality. Live and let live. I generally don't push people to subscribe to my channel. I don't say, hey, share my stuff if you like it. I generally say, hey, if you want to comment, go ahead and comment. I'll get back to you. If you like this video, like it. If you don't like it, no big deal. Just move on with your day and have a good one. And I don't push that sort of stuff. And the publicity lacks for it. I don't advertise my channel very often. I have, like, on my Twitter, I post videos I post my videos to my Twitter feed, and I have a Facebook page which gets no traction except for people who know me, and I post my videos there too. I don't go out of my way to advertise my channel, and publicity is important to building the brand, because if people don't know what you do, then they don't know to subscribe. They don't know to watch what you want. I am not a publicist. I have never been good at selling my own works. It's bad when it comes to my writing, because that's a whole nother story. And as such, you know, that's one thing I definitely need to work on. And while I'm making myself more visible, and I am getting more subscribers, I'm up to, was it 57 now? I need to aim more at publicizing myself. And I've had some tips and tricks taught to me here and there, but it's basically the same thing. Talk yourself up. You know, put your name out there. Somebody's looking for a video game specifically that you play, link them that video. Be like, hey, you like this game? This is what I did on it. Or, hey, you don't know anything about this game? Well, here, take a look at this. So I'm looking into some advertising opportunities, i.e. I'm in talks with an animator to see if I can get her to animate some of my work, but of course, I would never ask her to do it for free, because that's not who I am. If she's working, she needs to get paid for it. And as such, I need to start saving up and getting money to put into advertising, because I do want this to be a career. I do want this to make money. And while YouTube is YouTube, I need to reach, 1,000 subscribers and 4,000 hours of view time in the last year. So yeah, YouTube is YouTube, so it's going to be a struggle, but you know, at the moment I'm okay, and I'm building my brand, and I hope those of you out there who are building your brands are enjoying it as much as I am, because despite all the frustrations and everything, it's a fun job. And that's what I treat it as, a job. I come here to work every day, editing, playing my games, recording it, sitting here with, I point at my camera, but talking to you folks, because y'all are beautiful. Yep, I advertise, I sell, and I make my brand recognizable, fun, and simple to understand. And yeah, that's all the stuff I needed to talk about regarding branding today. I hope this video was informative, and if you did like it, go ahead and poke that like button for me. If you'd like to, you can comment down below, and I will get back to you as soon as I can, when I can, if I can. You know, all that jazz. And tune in next time when we talk about something else. And until then, good night.